Shalom, my homies. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Stack and Triggers podcast. A podcast about casual spikes like you and me and Bill. How are you, Bill? I forgot the intro for a second.
It's okay. I'm fantastic. I am super cash to the max.
Yeah, we're vibing today. All right.
Yeah.
So on today's eppy, we have our fortnight in card games. Normally it's Fortnite Magic, but it is Fortnite in card games because I have two card games to talk about.
Oh no.
Then a lot of things have happened in the last week. A lot of things. So we have to talk about the upcoming RC schedules and a certain format that is not on there. Then we have the Pro Tour schedules, aka the MagicCon schedules, and where you can visit the lovely country of the United States only and see only the United States country only. And as a follow-up to what we talked about last episode about the Commander Rules Committee and how there's going to be like a Commander format panel now, something weird has come up with this, and kind of just want to talk about it because this could have applied to something we applied to a while ago, but nothing came to fruition. But it's still an interesting discussion. So let's start with our Fortnite in-card games. William, how has it been?
Dan. It has been a lot of MTGO. My wife is still recovering from her surgery. My wife. And so I don't get to leave the house for my regular in-person Magic time. So kind of makes me sad. But yeah, it's been okay. Last Saturday and the Saturday that we recorded last, which is
last Saturday, two Saturdays ago.
Yep, 2 Saturdays ago. I played in the Legacy 32 challenges.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So the first one, which was the last recording we did, you were with me, and I went into 11th place.
Yeah,
which was fun.
3-2.
I went 3-2. Breakers were bad.
Breakers were bad. It happens. Because I was like, I was even like, you're gonna get like 11th, like because there was one.
Yeah, how you called it every time.
Every time, but there was one. I was like, all right, I think it was 1 or 2, 3-2, so we're going to make it. Then top 8, I'm like, your breakers kind of are dog shit. I think you're gonna be 11th, and lo and behold, you were 11th.
Lo and behold, yeah. So that was fun. And I was pretty hyped. For those of you who don't know, because I have kept it kind of close up until now. I don't know why. I'm looking at the Red Green Initiative list for Eternal Weekend, so that's kind of what I've been practicing up on. Deck does not do well against the biggest deck in the format, unfortunately.
Reanimator, shocking.
Yeah,
I can't believe a combo deck doesn't beat.
It's not really
a mid-range deck.
Well, they're more of a tempo deck.
Well, right, but the thing is, like, you're like, you go, all right, land, Chrome Mox, guide, cast spell, and if they go, all right, counterspell that spell, you're like, all right, well, I have one card in hand, it doesn't matter anymore, so go.
Yeah, that, or if they frog and they just jump over my thing.
Yeah,
it sucks really bad because then they get to take the initiative and protect it forever.
That's true.
Yeah, it's really bad. So because of that, I have started to shift maybe towards the mono red prison deck. It has a very similar mana base, other than the dual land.
Yeah. What? So were you running like Ellie Blast or Pyroblast on the side?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of there's like maybe you run 8. Maybe you just run 8 Blast and go. All right,
there's 5. There's currently like 5 in the side.
Yeah, I think 8. I think 8 is fine.
4 or 4. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
it deals with Murktide too. Is the thing,
Yeah.
right? Like
it's a one mana answer to Force of Will, Force of Negation, Murktide,
yeah,
Frog. You know, all those things. Like,
yeah. And it's already running prison pieces too, right? Like it's running Trinisphere, it's running Vexing Bauble.
mhm.
It's so I don't know. We'll see. I'm still testing around between the two. Like right now, I'm actually doing a mono red league. uh, but overall, though, it's at least fun to play, and it'll get me through. It doesn't matter which deck I get or play.
Right.
It will go through the chaff that is oh fuck, what am I thinking? Like just the people who just bring stuff in. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I have elves, and that's the only thing I play, and I only play it at Eternal Weekend once a year.
Yeah, because that's what you're gonna get. Like, there's
The first
big,
couple of rounds,
yeah,
that's all you're gonna see. Yeah, it's
yeah.
junk.
It is like somebody's homebrew, and it's like this is my kitchen table 40 dual lands deck to show everyone
Right.
how much money I'm in. 40 dual lands
I have to find
like
it.
4 Bazaar of Baghdad's, and just the most expensive land. It's just 60 lands. It doesn't matter what the deck actually does. It's just look how expensive this deck is.
Did you see somebody registered a land, a deck that was 1,000 snow covered plains, 1,000 snow covered islands, and every available companion?
Yeah, deck seems fine because you can. Can you say, "Hey, I'm companioning all 15 of these cards"?
I think as long as the criteria is met, I don't think there's a limit on how
Yeah.
many
So I
companions you can
don't.
have.
I actually don't see the problem. I mean, obviously, like Lotus Field just kills you on turn 3, but like, who cares? Because you have a million companions.
He immediately dropped. He just wanted to have the deck on as a list. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny. Ha ha. But yeah, so that was not last Saturday, but the Saturday before, and then last Saturday I tried it again. Got dumpstered.
It's because I wasn't there.
It's because you weren't there. No, I think it's because I was like super tired. Because that's just life for me. Apparently, if I'm not feeling well, I'm not going to play very well.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
So
But,
yeah, it is what it is. So we did that. Did bad. I've just been playing leagues here and there. I haven't really done better than a 1-2 or a 3-2. So I'm not really gonna do anything. It's because I've been making a lot of stupid mistakes too, like chalice checking myself. No,
I don't believe
never.
it.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and play, this chalice, or I'm sorry, this vexing bauble, and then now let me try to do my chrome mox, which is a 0 cost.
Yeah, you can't do
So
that.
it's instantly countered. Yeah,
Can't do that. Illegal.
illegal. Go to the
You can
police.
try to do that in paper. I'm sure nobody's going to pay attention in paper.
That is something you could attempt in paper, but if a judge is watching, they'll be like, "You're cheating." DQ'd.
Nah. You'll get a warning the first time. They'll take you down your name, they'll write down your table number, and they'll be like, "This guy."
Then I'll feel bad.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. But yeah, we'll do that. That's it really. It's just been a lot of little stuff. We're good. We're good though.
All
How
right.
about you,
Well,
Dan? What card
yeah.
games did you play?
So I played one locals. I played Frog Oculus. I went 2-1 in a 4-round event. Now, Dan, why did you go 2-1? Why didn't you finish the 3rd round or the 4th round? It's because I punted. I was playing against the bad player who's playing like a delirium deck, but for some reason has like lava darts in it. I can't explain it. Like the deck, like he's on delirium, but he just has like prowess shit in there still. And it's like, why? Like, what? Explain. Can you explain why this deck is built the way it is? But he has FOMO, and then he attacks with FOMO. He gives a double strike, and I'm like, okay, I'll block with a morphed creature. And then he's like, all right, I'll attack again. And I forgot that it had fucking double strike, and I'm at 6 life. So he just hits me, and he's like, all right, you didn't block, you're dead. And I'm like, what? And he's like, he says that like he's not trying to be an asshole. It's just the way he talks, but because he's like, you can tell this kid is not somebody who talks to people.
Yeah.
But he's just like, you are dead. And I'm like,
explain.
Huh? And like, double strike still. I'm like, oh, I sure wish you were representing double strike on the actual card. Because, you know, the fact that it can untap itself and then begin a new combat step fucks me up. So, you know, I lose because of that. Like, otherwise, like, I have an Oculus on the battlefield.
You block.
Well, no, I'm not going to block with the Oculus because it just dies. But, like, I have another morph token, or another morph. So I just have the morph thing block. I hit him for 5, and then I go, all right. He goes, move to combat, and I go, sink into stupor, bounce the thing, and then immediately he just goes to second main, does it again, hit him again for another 5. And then, hit him again for another 5, plus have a 2/2. So that he's at 12. So, you know, 5 plus 5 plus 2, that's 12. He's dead. He's dead in 2 turns.
Dead.
But instead, and that's in game 2. So in game 3, he just like has the fucking nuts, and I'm like, I don't want to play this game anymore. This game fucking sucks. So I dropped, despite being 2-1, and certainly was going to cash.
Damn.
But I was like, I don't care. I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't like when people don't represent their shit properly. But it's also on me for forgetting that it had double strike, because it was like the only game action he took the entire fucking turn was to give a double strike. The deck is so bad, man. It's just like it wasn't even Team or Battle Rage. It was fucking like a 1-mana sorcery that says give a thing double strike. It was like, what the fuck are we talking about? What are these cards?
Wait,
why are these cards in your deck? The 1-mana sorcery that says give target creature
Assault Strub?
I don't remember.
It's probably Assault Strub.
It might be. I don't remember. But yeah, so I was like, all right, fuck this. I don't care anymore. Leave.
Yeah.
Come back in 3 days for RCQ on Saturday. I'm playing Teamer Breach Station. And it's because like I was talking to somebody and they're like, yeah, I don't think you can play Murktide because like there's just so many energy decks in the RCQs. And I'm like, all right, well, let's bring the deck that fucks on energy decks. And I'll play Breach. Because the way you beat the Underworld Breach grinding station combo is you either represent enough of a clock. Well, actually, the secret is you have to represent a clock. You have to clock them. And if you can't clock them, the game just ends because there is the inevitability of that deck will get to do its thing.
Yep. You have to go fast.
So round 1, I play against Eldrazi through the Breach. I win game 1, demonstrate the combo. Game 2, my opponent domes me for 15 with Emrakul. I have to sacrifice 6 permanents, but on the battlefield are like 2 clues, a Tameo, and like a bunch of like a Mishra's Bauble and like a bunch of random shit. And I'm like, I have the win next turn, so I just have to be like really careful about what I'm sacrificing with this. Like, I'm like, clues, goodbye immediately, just bye. Don't need you. I had a Mox Saber on the battlefield. I was like, this has to stick around because I can't let if the Emery dies, then I can't use this. I had the grinding station, so I had everything. I had everything. I just didn't have enough mana the prior turn to kill them. But
yeah,
they were just dead. So yeah, they were just dead. But they made me go through the combo again, and it's like, bro, you have no mana. Like, you used all of your mana. Like, you know, I'm gonna like.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen, and you know what's in the deck. And if you lose this, who cares? You've lost the game.
Yeah, I didn't love it. I didn't I didn't love when I would go through the combo. I'm fine showing you the first time. I think showing you the first time is fine.
That's fine because they need to see how it works and they need to see what's in the deck.
Making me go through it again in a game where you have no interaction for the combo, dumb as fuck. Like you're just wasting everybody's. You're wasting my time. You're wasting your time. I know how it works. It's just gonna take me 5 minutes to get through it. And you really want to sit there through another 5 minutes of me doing this?
Like it's not indeterministic, right? You just win.
Yeah, as long as I have Thassa's Oracle, mana to cast it, and like 6 cards, like 3 cards in my graveyard, aside from the Thassa's Oracle, then yeah.
Yeah, like okay, yeah. So like if it's like
it's
deterministic? Deterministic, sorry.
If it's deterministic combo. Like I will have it.
Right, yeah. Like me, so there's a difference here, right? Because like it was in the past, there was like that not like issues with Nadu because they could whiff, so you had to make them play that, and that's why everybody hated it because it made the games take forever because you had to play it.
Yeah,
right.
But like no breach, you have it. Like there's just
right, exactly.
Yeah, there's ways to interact with it. You can dispute the fucking Thassa's Oracle. You can do a multitude of things. But it's like, all right, cool. I have Underworld Breach still. I'm gonna play it a fucking again. Cool.
Play it again.
Yeah. So yeah, round 2 I play against Energy 2-0 that one. It was funny. It was the 14-year-old, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna smoke you." He like before the event.
I'm gonna smoke you.
I get there early enough because it's a UNC football game, and parking is like $30 if you don't park in the game store's lot. So I get there early enough. So he's like, "I'm gonna smoke you beforehand," and I'm like, "Okay." What? He's like, "I'm playing Energy." And I'm like, "I'm playing Grinding Station," and he's like, "I'm gonna destroy you." And I'm like, "No, I specifically have this deck to beat that deck." And his deck actually had the most hate because it was like, here's Deafening Silence, here's Blood Moon, here's Thraben Charm, and I'm like,
wait,
all right, you have a lot
Deafening
of tools.
Silence? Damn.
Yeah, Deafening Silence. Well, for Storm, because the deck can't beat Storm either.
That's true, because Storm just does a thing on a turn, and that's it.
Yeah. And then, so, like, we played beforehand, and, like, he gets me with a Deafening Silence, like, double Deafening Silence, and I'm like, all right, you got it, bud. Like, congrats.
Wait, why double? Was it just 2 turns in a row?
Because he drew it.
Huh.
And, like, if I Besage you one, there's still the other one. So, like, but in the actual games that mattered, I grinded on him twice, and he was actually one of the people that was the only person that was like, "You're good. I don't need to see the combo." He's like, "Do you have it?" And I'm like, "Of course I have it. Like, how do I not have it here? I have to like royally fuck up for me to not have this." So,
yeah, damn, Daniel.
And then round 3, I played against Energy again. So the matchup I was looking for. I lose game 1 because they go turn 1 Ragavan, and I'm like, what fucking year is this? What fucking month is this? Like, we weren't playing turn 1 Ragavan since January 20 or June 2024. What are you doing? But they did the secret. They did the secret tech. It's called Present the Clock, and they presented a very good clock with Ragavan. But then I won games 2 and 3. Made me go through the combo both fucking times.
Of course they did.
So aggravating. So, but I'm 3-0. I shake hands with another Energy player, and then I shake hands with a Murktide player. I'm like, great. This is awesome. I love this. I get to just fuck around for 2 hours, and then make top 8, play top 8. I'm playing against a Dimir Shadow player, which it's a better version of Murktide in this matchup because it presents a clock. Which I'm going to continue to say, it presents a clock. So I win game 1, he wins game 2, game 3. Is where I punt. So I play Underworld Breach. They go Force of Negation. They have 2 cards in hand, 4 mana up, and I'm like, well, this is clearly nothing. So I Veil of Summer, draw my card, and then because I'm expecting like a counter spell in response. And if I have the spell snare for the counter spell, and I'm like, the game's gonna be over if you don't fucking if this just resolves, the game is over.
Damn.
So the Veil of Summer resolves. All my permanents are have hexproof from black and blue until the end of turn. None of my spells can be countered. So I go through it. I go through the combo. They make me go through the combo, and I'm like, why the fuck are they making me go through the combo? It's fucking over. There's no way you have anything. And then for some reason, I tap my Thundering Falls, which is my red mana. Despite having like 8 blue mana from the Mox Amber recycling, to play Thassa's Oracle. And then they go, consign replicate for 3 times. And I'm like, oh, so I'm just dead because I exiled my Springleaf Drum. And I can't flashback, I can't escape Unholy Heat, target the Thoracle to kill it, to then recast it. So the game's over. I lose because I'm out of cards. The smart thing, although I don't remember when I got to the Thassa's Oracle, the smart thing would have been to have cards left in my library and then Thassa's Oracle. Because then if I think I had a Shifting Woodland on Battlefield, so I could have just been like, okay, I'm out of shit for today. I'm out of shit for now, so I'll just like pass. And then the following turn, copy Underworld Breach with Shifting Woodland, and then Unholy Heat the Thassa's Oracle, and then play the Thassa's Oracle again.
Huh.
So like that was there were two outs. One was not tap like a fucking moron, and 2, leave cards in my library because I had Tameo plus Emery. So I had 4 devotion and 3 cards left in deck. So I was going to win based off of that anyway. So yeah, I just need to not punt. So I punt, leave upset because I punted. I shouldn't have punted because the next round was going to be against Energy, which would have been a free. It would have been free. And then I think the Murktide player maybe would have made finals. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think there was Energy. There was energy on that side of the bracket too. So for all I know, I get my second invite. And the whole pot.
Dang, Daniel.
So yeah, I was upset by that. But I say all that to say the following day, I have a One Piece Store Regional to play. And One Piece Store Regionals are very elusive. Only 1 or 2 happen in each state. We went over this last time where it was like 30 some stores, 38 stores. I got into one this year, this time. I play the new Black Luffy deck, starter deck 14 Luffy, which says Dawn ×1, which means when a Dawn is attached to the leader, all your characters gain +1 cost. And then if you have a character of cost 8 or greater, this leader gains +1,000 attack.
What?
So like, it's a card that like scales further the further the game goes. Like like it's decent early game because like, against black decks and like certain other decks, increasing costs matter to them. Where it's like, all right, black decks, I have Rob Lucci. I can KO a 2 and a 1. Okay, well, my 2 and a 1 are now a 3 and a 2. So can you remove both of them? No. Do you have to use extra manipulation? Yes. All right. And that happened a lot. So like I lose against the Rob Lucci deck, which is a heavy control black deck. My black deck is very tempo oriented. So like play things on curve at the right time in order to have an advantage and extend it, because people were like, well, the deck sucks because it doesn't remove things en masse. And it's like, yeah, it's not designed to. It's designed to make little advantages and then exploit those little advantages. So that's how you have to play the deck. And like, it's a completely different style than the control deck. So like, yeah, that's what that, yeah. But round 1, I play against a Lucci player who Has no idea how to play the matchup.
Oh no.
It is generally favored for them. It's like 60-40 for them. But I win because they have no idea how to play. Like they I say it all the time, they play black, where, and by that I don't mean like, but I mean like the deck they play like heavy removal. So they're just trying to think of like, how do I remove your board? And it's like, no. Stop trying to remove my board and fucking kill me. You can kill me right now. Just fucking kill me. And they've decided
kill
instead
me.
to play black and try to remove shit. And it's like that 100% just lost you the game by trying to do that. You just fucked up. I told him that. I'm like, you tried to remove my shit and you lost because of it. So don't do that. Round 2, I played against Black Yellow Luffy. It's actually an easy matchup for Black Luffy because you get to be a 6K leader late game. They don't have good removal for your boss monsters, and eventually you just build up enough of a board that you can just start swinging at them, and then they go, okay, well, I've wasted like 2Ks to awaken myself, so now my defense is super weak. And there's this combo called Rebecca Sabo. It's a 9-Don combo. Rebecca says, blocker, on play, add a black character with a cost of 3 to 7 from your trash to your hand. Sabo is a 5-cost blocker. Pick up Sabo. Play Sabo. Sabo says cycle 2. So you cycle 2, add a bunch of 2Ks to your hand, and then pass the turn. And, oh, hey, your entire board, KO protection. Can't be KO'd via effects.
Damn.
Broken-ass combo. Great combo. Helps you close out games very easily. When you can do that multiple times in a game, it's very difficult for you to lose.
Nice.
Then I can't remember what I played next. But somebody there. So to go back to the leader, the +1 cost and the leader increasing in power effects, people missed that multiple times during the event. Multiple times. I played against a Katakuri player in round 5 because there are 6 rounds. They go, all right, 5-cost Nami. Its effect says pitch a card with trigger on it. KO a 5-cost character. Well, I'm on 6 Dawn, so I did my patented attach Dawn to leader, increasing all costs by 1. Played 5-cost Sanji to KO a 6 or to KO a 5-cost if I have a 6-cost body or higher. Sanji seeds itself, so it's able to remove that 5-cost. So they play that Nami thinking, oh, I can KO this Sanji and the game's just over because like now we're just trading back spot removal. No. Sanji's a 6-cost. Nami KO's a 5-cost. So they do that. They throw away a card, and I'm like, 6-cost. And they're like, oh. And they just kind of like stare at the board for like a minute and a half, realizing like they just heavily punted. They did. They royally punted in that spot. So from there, I just kind of abused the rest of the matchup and won. There were multiple times where I had a 6K power leader, and they go, all right, 5. I'm like, you got it. You swung at me for 5.
Yay.
Good job. Which I don't have to pitch counter for that, so it's great. But yeah, aside from that one Lucci matchup, which was in round 3, I think, either round 3 or round 4, I drew nothing. Like my first turn was nothing. My second turn was attach 4 to leader, swing 9. My third turn was attach 6 to leader, swing 11. And it's like, well, of course I lose. I don't do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, brutal game that was. But I went 5-1, good for 5th place. To get your invite to go to nationals in January, you needed to be at least 4th place.
No.
I missed out on my nationals invite by 0.6% of my opponent's match win percentage.
Your opponent's OP. Oh, no.
Yeah, we moved on to second breakers. But this did bring up something. As I forgot to put up the banner and the ticker. It's fine.
Oh no, ticker.
There it is. There's the ticker. There was a player who got a bye in round 1, and they made top 4. And they made top 4 with an opponent match win percentage of 80%. Now you're going to say, what the fuck happened here? How is that even possible? That doesn't make sense.
How did they do it?
Well, let me tell you something that balloons your opponent's match win percentage is when the bye gives you an opponent match win percentage of 100. 100%.
How?
That is the way Bandai has built that tournament math. In Magic, you getting the bye gives you 0%. Now, I think both are too extreme. It should be 50. It should just be 50. The bye gives you 50%.
Yeah.
Not here. So that guy likely got an invite over me because he had the good fortune of getting a bye.
To get the bye. So the bye's a good thing.
Yes, the bye is an excellent thing in One Piece. You want the bye in a tournament.
In Magic, it's awful.
Awful in Magic. It's if you win out, like, it's fine, but
Yeah, but like if you get like a turn 1 loss and then a turn 2 bye, you're done. You're pretty much done.
Oh, you're dead. You're very dead.
In Magic. That's so aggravating too, because it's like wow, I maybe got the worst matchup I could get.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, but whatever.
Yeah, so I'm like mildly salty about that. Like I did want to be able to like go to Orlando in January. Was I actually going to go? Maybe. I probably could have figured something out, but now I'm definitely not going because I've gotten to no more regionals. There's no more store regionals. There's no more online regionals. So I'm just stuck. I could go to LCQs. I don't want to. Damn. So, lame. But I don't know. Like pulling out a top 8 and a top 5 and a 5th place out of 64 in back-to-back days in 2 different card games. I think that's a pretty good weekend.
Yeah.
It's not like I won like the Pro Tour and then won US Nationals in a weekend, but like,
my gosh,
similar. Like the regional level of that.
Yeah, sure.
Roughly equivalent, sure. All right. I droned on about my week a little bit more than I should have, so I apologize for that. Now let's move on to a main topic. Is Pioneer dead? Now, Bill.
Yes, Dan.
You got a little announcement from Wizards of the Coast over the week saying, yo, dog, here's going to be the formats of play for the next rounds of RCQs starting in 2025. So, we're getting standard at the beginning or like sometime in November. Like I think they said middle of November, standard is going to be the next round of RCQs. So and that's going to go to like March, I think. I can't remember. But the formats for 2025 and 2026, round 1 beginning in Q2, modern. Round 2 beginning in Q3, standard. Round 3 beginning in Q4, standard. Where the fuck is Pioneer?
Why the fuck is it back-to-back standard?
That's a great question.
If people are like not participating because they hate standard, like you're gonna see extremely low turnouts for over half the year. No, you're gonna see extremely low turnouts for all except 1/4 of the year.
Yeah,
this is like awful, in my opinion. I would have much rather seen something else here.
Give us the legacy. Give us legacy. Bring back legacy.
Give us legacy. Give us pre-modern.
Give us Pauper.
Pauper. Yeah, Pauper's like your supported format. Like this is a
Popper,
format.
I've been lit.
Pauper is like a condone sanctioned format, right? Like, come on, just fucking do it.
Yeah, that should be
But
good.
no,
Dual Commander.
dual commandees.
I wouldn't have hated that. So yeah, is Pioneer dead? Kind of a clickbait question, but also relevant here.
Kind of real.
Kind of a real question to ask. So, Bill,
Yeah.
is Pioneer dead?
I honestly probably, right? Like I don't know of any stores in my area that do Pioneer regularly outside of RCQ season prep and RCQ seasons.
That is correct. No one in my area does Pioneer either for an FNM format.
Yeah. Like, excuse me? What are we doing?
That was something. That is something.
This is a choice Wizards has made. And it's really weird that they made this choice, in my opinion. Because why are you fixing a format with bans to only just say, fuck it, we're killing them. We're killing it off now.
Yeah. Because, like, you know, people who played Pioneer, people who played at the RC were like, wow, this is like the best Pioneer's been in a long time.
Yeah.
I had so much fun playing Pioneer. And then all of a sudden it's like, we're fuck Pioneer now.
Fuck Pioneer. You don't need it.
So I'll say this. I had Convoke, which, boy, thank God I didn't qualify for Pioneer season because I probably would have played Convoke and that got phased out of the format real quick. I Convoke and Phoenix sleeved up. And the second I saw this, I unsleeved both of those decks.
Yeah, you know what's really funny? The weekend before they made this announcement, I bought my final Phoenix. Because like I had 3 from the 30th anniversary secret layer. And I was like, oh, you know, I have all the cards now to build Phoenix. Let me just order this last Phoenix. Monday after, we're not playing Pioneer for a long time.
We effectively banned Pioneer.
Thanks, Wizards.
And so I know, like, the contention point is another point of contention has been also people saying, like, well, don't forget about the Spotlight series. Like, they could do Spotlight Pioneer. And it's like, yeah, sure. But, like,
But that's not right now.
Well, that's not my point. My point is, all right, who cares? Who cares? Who's going to care at a local level? Because, like, people play Pioneer during the RCQ season because they want reps playing Pioneer. If you're going to fucking the Spotlight series,
right?
Who locally is going to give a shit about you going to the Spotlight series? Who fucking cares? They're like, I don't give a shit. I want to play the format that I actually like. It's not Pioneer, and it's not.
It is not Pioneer.
It's, you know, it's whatever format it is. And hey, if it isn't Pioneer, well, fuck you then. So yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah. I think this is effectively, you're gonna see Pioneer player, like, it's just gonna drop. It's gonna drop like a freaking rock.
I think because Mango brings it up all the time. Pauper is like the grinder format for MTGO. Like,
oh my god,
population low, people, but like it's a dedicated base because, and so they have like all this format knowledge, and they're just better players in the format.
They are tight players. It is insane how fast.
MTGO Pioneer gonna be the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. I think you're right.
So I don't know.
I think you're right.
We could talk about the double standard. I hate it. I already, like, everyone online can continue to say until the end of time, standard's great right now. Standard is a rotating format, and therefore is a bad format.
That's right.
Sorry.
I don't necessarily. I'm not gonna necessarily say it's bad. It's an expensive format to play, which makes it. prohibitive for people.
And before anybody goes, well, Modern Horizons or Modern is just Modern Horizons block format. I don't care.
Yeah, it's
guess what sticks around for 2 years? MH3 cards.
yeah, and they're still pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, guess what's still good? MH2 cards. Hey, guess what's still good? MH1 cards. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody who says Modern is a rotating format now is wrong and stupid, and you're just saying things because you're gonna get clicks. So congrats.
Yeah. Like if you want a format that truly does not rotate, you could play pre-modern.
Yeah,
That is a set block of time that you could not add to. That's the whole point of the format. You can't add to. And you only have half of your fetches.
That's true.
You only have half.
But yeah, standard construct. That's gonna be such a. I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it so much.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about the standard RCQ season coming up. It's like,
I mean, I have my deck. It's the I don't really want to be here right now, so I'm gonna try to insta give you on turn 2 deck.
It's the mono red.
Yeah.
Or well, I guess it's not mono red anymore. It's kind of like a Gruul deck.
Yeah, but it's hopefully hit double Leyline of Resonance, Cacophony Scamp, turn Inside Out, hit you for 10, sack it, hit you for 10. All right, game 2.
Game 2 question mark. Did I do it or did you stop me?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not excited for this. I'm not excited for standard. I doubt many stores in my area are even going to run a standard RCQ. I guarantee it's going to be
sad.
Limited, and I'm gonna play in those even less.
Yeah, I am awful at those. At least you get to keep the cards.
That's
right?
true, but I'm gonna play in those even less. Like, I don't want to pay like $50 to draft or to
$50.
Yeah. I don't want to pay $50 for a sealed pool and then be like, all right, this fucking sucks. I don't want to play this game anymore.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't like sealed. I don't like limited as a competitive format, and I never will. And like, yes, I would like to be on the Pro Tour one day. Boy, I'm hoping to go like 1-2 both times playing limited. So and just like go undefeated in fucking constructed.
In the constructed, yeah.
Yeah, like you need at least one limited win per day to do like the potentially top 8. So yeah. I don't know. It's
it's hard, man.
I hate it. I hate limited so much. All right, let's move on to our next topic. Play Magic. See various U.S. cities. So, Bill, alongside this, we had an announcement of where all the Pro Tours were going to be. The Pro Tours.
Well, they're called MagicCons, Dan. They're not.
Well, the Pro Tours is taking place alongside of MagicCon. So let's take a look at our dates. So we have February 21st through 23rd in 2025, MagicCon Chicago. Hey, that's one we went to this year.
Hey, look at
that. June 20th to 22nd, 2025, MagicCon Las Vegas. All right.
Heyo.
September 26th and through 28th, MagicCon at Atlanta. Interesting. Yeah, so what's interesting about this is, hey, all 3 of those cities, United States cities.
Yeah, I don't understand, like, why did we have them all spread out in various places last year, but then none of them outside the U.S. anymore? Like, what happened?
That's a great question. What is going on? Because, like, there was, like, Pro Tour Amsterdam last year. I don't remember what format it was, but like there's Pro Tour Amsterdam, there's Pro Tour Chicago, Pro Tour Amsterdam, and then I think there was another Pro Tour is going to be this in the United States again. So like, yeah, we were already heading towards this where like, hey, the United States is just the place for this, you know?
Yeah, and it's like I understand like Wizards is headquartered here and Hasbro is headquartered here. Like, yeah, that's a thing. But it's a worldwide game
Yep.
with people from everywhere.
Yep.
Why are we not taking it closer to them if you're trying to like push more people towards these things? Like, or are they just breaking things out? Maybe Wizards of the Coast is only operating Magic in the United States and there's other shit going on in other countries that we don't know about.
Maybe.
I doubt that because I feel like we would not have seen people in other countries complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
this is dumb.
This is dumb.
This is dumb. Like,
Agreed.
I will say this: I want to go to MagicCon Vegas for sure
Next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, because that's likely the modern Pro Tour. So
is it?
I'm going to assume so because the RC
you have to do really well in Atlanta, buddy.
Well, no, not Atlanta. Charlotte
or Charlotte. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is the Pro Tour. That's the Pro Tour for modern. So, but hopefully, I mean, I would want to go there in general anyway. But yes,
actually, wait. Did the Pro Tour for the last? What was the last season? It was standard, right? Not this current RCQ season, but I think it was standard. Yeah. Okay, so they didn't do that Pro Tour yet. Is that?
I don't.
That's
think
not
so.
Worlds. That's not the Worlds Pro Tour, is it?
No, Worlds is a different feeder. Like you have to like won the Pro Tour or something, and then like have the most Pro Tour points. Something weird.
Okay.
So I don't know
because Worlds is next weekend, right?
Worlds is next weekend. It's only standard, which fine.
Yeah. I think Chicago's the modern one then.
There's no way because like the modern RCs haven't even the modern RC has not happened yet.
When is that again? Oh, that is February.
Portland is earlier that month, and then Charlotte is like 2 weeks after.
Charlotte. Oh yeah.
So it has to be MagicCon Vegas as Pro Tour Modern or whatever the modern feed. If it's not fucking Pro Tour Modern, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. There is no because I think I saw this before. There's a season where the Pro Tour is not the same as the feeder season, and that's gonna drive me insane. Because I'm willing to bet it would be just my luck if I qualified under the modern season, and it's like we're playing Pro Tour standard. I'm like, I want to fucking kill myself right now. I don't want to go here anymore. I don't want to go. Don't make me go.
Oh my god! Don't make me go.
Don't make me play fucking standard.
Oh, that would be awful.
I would lose my shit. But back on topic.
Right. Yes.
The whole thing with the Pro Tour was that like, and obviously I made a play on it. Play Magic, see the world. That was a thing, and now it's like, you know. Not jokingly at all, see various U.S. cities. Like this is stupid. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Where's like this Pro Tour Buenos Aires? Where's Pro Tour fucking Tokyo? Where's Pro Tour Sydney? Where's Pro Tour Cairo? Or like where are these places?
Yeah, I agree. Like it's insane what's kind of happening right now. I don't know why they're limiting it down like this. This is not good.
Yeah, because you're basically telling everybody, all right, get your passports, get ready to go to the US at some point. Have fun.
Everybody else, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you. Like, no Pro Tour fucking Paris. No Pro Tour fucking trying to think of other European cities. No Pro Tour Oslo. No Pro Tour Reykjavik.
Oh, I got Pro Tour.
No Pro Tour Johannesburg.
Amsterdam.
No Pro Tour New Delhi. Although that would be awful, actually. Don't do Pro Tour.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
No. Have you seen the population density of India?
It's very, very big.
Yeah. So like it would be cool, but it's like
It'd be cool.
you could never move around in that city. Like you just
You
couldn't
don't know
move.
that. You don't know that.
Yeah, that's probably true. All right. Let's move
We've
on
done
to
a
our
lot of talking.
final topic. Hey, don't disparage me, bro.
No disparagement, Dan.
Yeah. So this was an interesting thing that came up regarding the Commander Rule Committee basically dissolving and being absorbed into Wizards, and now there's a Commander format panel. So this guy, Gavin, I don't know who this person is. It's not Gavin Verhey, but it's a different person. So I'll read this tweet. Looking for input. The vendor contract for the commander panel includes a surviving non-disparagement clause, which means it limits what I can say about them forever, even if
Yeah.
the contract ends. I don't mind the NDC, but I'm uncomfortable with it in perpetuity. Thoughts? Bill, thoughts?
My thoughts are, what the hell? What? How can you have a non-disparaging thing that lasts forever? How?
How? No idea. I have to wonder, is this like enforceable? Like, can you actually enforce this?
Like yeah, like, and that's the thing too. It's like, if he ever leaves on bad terms, he can't say, "Oh man, I'm pissed at Wizards of the Coast," because that's disparaging,
That's true.
right?
Um.
Like,
Well,
he can't
so
even
is
he can't
it?
even say, "I don't like the decisions they make over there."
So is it the pan? Like he is it Wizards of the Coast or is it the panel that he can't say anything negative about?
I believe the vendor. I believe in the comments. There's more. Hold on. He has a bunch of replies in
Okay,
there.
since I think WotC is doing a bad job managing Pender, could
Yeah.
reasonably consider. Okay, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really.
Well, so it's a contractor agreement, right? And he's being contracted through Wizards of the
Ooh, I
Coast.
guess that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it's for the company.
All
They don't
right.
give a shit about Commander panel.
True. So yeah, like I can't critique the company ever. Ever.
Right.
I
Yeah.
have to love all products. I have to publicly say that I love all products
Yeah.
all the time,
Yep.
which I alluded to it. But remember earlier this year when Wizards was like, "Hey, we want to do like Magic partners," or I can't remember what it was, but you know what I mean? Like, hey, we want people who are like influencers in the Magic space to be like WotC partners, where we send you free
Huh.
shit and you're a Magic partner or whatever it is. I can't
Yeah.
remember what exactly the term was, but like if that's the case, if this
Huh.
if this fucking clause exists
It makes it very
there,
hard to do that. Yeah.
if that clause exists there, what
You never want to partner with them ever. You
right?
can't.
But like now, can you not trust a single thing a Magic partner says?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes it really hard to trust anything they say. Like, you can't, like, that disparagement clause is awful. And that's like, a lot of people might not even disclose it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like I don't remember around that whole thing because I remember people being like, I got accepted. I got accepted. I don't remember a
Yeah.
single person being like, hey, there's a non-disparagement clause.
For which thing?
For I don't remember what it's called. It was like
Is it an MTGO program?
no, not that. Different thing.
Okay.
There was a different thing. I can't remember what it was. It was earlier this year. We applied for it. We got rejected for it.
It was the creator thing for the MagicCon, right?
No, not that. It was something after. It was after that, but before the MTGO program. Again, I can't fucking remember what it's called.
I can't remember either. That's
But
what like that's what I'm having a hard time.
but I vividly remember there being that project where they were like, "Hey, we want like Magic the Gathering influencers, to partner with WotC and with like the Magic community to like do things." And we were like, "Oh, that sounds cool. What has to happen?" And we applied for it, like, "You don't have a following. Shut the fuck up." And we're like, "Cool, thanks."
Yeah, I remember that we applied for. I could have sworn it was for MagicCon. That I could have sworn it was for MagicCon.
No, this is something completely different that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
But
Then I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. So now I have to go find it because I thought of this like as we were prepping for the show, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
I should bring this up." But yeah, I don't see how this is one, enforceable, and two, how anybody who's on anything partnered with WotC, like specifically WotC, because like the MTGO creator
Yeah.
program, that's different, where they're partnered instead with like Daybreak, which like
Yeah.
is its own separate and but similar thing to WotC. This is just like, man, anybody who's taken
Yeah.
money from WotC, can you
Hard to trust now.
even listen to them now?
Yeah. Hard to trust right now.
And I don't want to call out like specific people, but like we have our favorite corporate shill that we love to make fun of in private. Like, boy, I can't trust a single thing they say. I didn't before, and I definitely can't now.
Yep.
So I don't know. I guess just be like, as a PSA, just be aware of people who are in positions where they're getting free shit from wizards.
Yeah. It's hard because like I know there's quite a few creators out there though who do like say I don't like the decision that was just made.
Yeah.
So and they do get the free stuff from wizards. So I'm not sure that they had a non-disparagement clause.
Yeah.
So this might also just be for like contractors, right? Like during and the surviving part though might be because of the commander committee because they're going to be influencing cards and stuff, right? Like or maybe not cards, but like influencing like bottom line decisions and they're going to be like no, you can't ban this because of this bottom line.
Sure.
And maybe they can't talk badly because of that, right? Whereas other personalities out there, like maybe they're contracted for a short time on a specific set for cards, and they could just be like, "Yeah, that's a good card. I like that card."
I like this three
Or
mana 1/2 that says, "Hey, when you play this card, stab yourself in the kneecap."
yeah, because I
Are
think I've
great.
heard Aspiring Spike say, "Hey, this card that you're introducing is really cool." I think it was for the Lord of the Rings set. He talks about one certain card off and on because he was contracted to help,
Mhm.
but he doesn't really talk about the other card possibilities. He just it's a card that's already been printed, right?
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So, I don't know. I guess my point with this is just be aware. Just be aware of
Yeah,
like if somebody's accepted like that MTGO creator program, not MTGO, I'm sorry, not MTGO creator program, different thing. The other program that I can't think of the name of that may not even exist right now.
yeah,
If somebody says they're part of that, just be aware. Just be
yeah.
aware that
Maybe double check what they're saying.
double check what they're saying. So Bill,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's
That's the
it, Dan.
episode. We did it. We finished this episode of Stacking Triggers. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. Let us know, is Pioneer dead? Uh, do you love seeing various cities in the United States and other topics such as, is
One
Dan actually
Piece.
going to make a pro tour? No, he's not. But let him
Yeah, he
dream.
is. He's got it.
Let
He's
him
got
dream.
it.
Let him
He could
dream.
do it.
But thank you for listening. Do all the podcast stuff, do all the YouTube stuff. You know it. You've heard it. You hate it. So that's why I'm not going to say it again. But thank you.
Yeah.
Goodbye forever. Keep calm. Spike on. I forgot the outro. That's what it was. I forgot the outro.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.